Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but you guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about none other than Solana itself, see what is happening with the price of Solana, and of course what we could be expecting as we go further into this week. So Solana is absolutely killing it. So, of course we did see Solana hit once again a new yearly high. And if you've been following me on my channel over the past, few months, especially over the last few days, I've been indicating, despite a little bit of a pullback at the 0.50 Fibonacci resistance, Solana's price is looking really good, and the momentum was speaking for itself. And I'm not surprised at all the fact that we have seen Sol pushing up to once again a new yearly high. And guess what, guys? All-time high conversations will start beginning sooner than a lot of people think, believe it or not. But let's waste no more time and discuss what is happening on the closer time scale. So if we're looking at it on the daily time frame, pretty much everything is up right now. Sol up 9% on the daily time frame, with the price currently sitting at $152.87. I still can't wrap my head around the fact that we are seeing Solana sitting above $150 price point. Lovely to see. Up 8.6% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative, as mentioned, and it's also up 4% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. But now if we're focusing on its market cap, it's approaching the 70 billion mark, and it's currently sitting at 67.8 billion, with the 24-hour trading volume just going through the roof at $6.2 billion. A lot of haters at this point are completely just shut down at this point. Not only that, they're nowhere to be seen, and anyone that comes out and hate on Solana at this point are just people that completely missed out, because believe it or not, there was an opportunity for a lot of people to be picking up Solana just a few months back. We're not even talking about 2 years or 1 year ago. We're talking about like 6 months back. Sol was around the $20 range. So a lot of people missed out on this, but the people that did take advantage of this are the ones that are really doing well. And guess what? Even though Solana hasn't hit an all-time high, there are people that have already become millionaires off of Solana, especially picking up during the bloodbath that we're coming out of over the past 2 years almost. So that's that. I get the conversation in the crypto Twitter. Everyone's talking about that this cycle we will see Solana taking over Ethereum. Can that be a possibility? Again, never say never. Never say never. Potential is definitely there, but obviously Ethereum, the reason as to why it has such a high market valuation is because first mover advantage, number one, and number two, institutions showing a lot of interest to it. We know it's quite clear institutions love Ethereum, and there is ETF potentials coming. As of now, they did get declined by the SEC, but I think it's a matter of when, not a matter of if these are going to be approved. So that's that. So far so good. But before we go into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So I asked the community yesterday, and what I asked was, which coin will be the biggest shocker when we are looking back in 12 months from now on? And 4,400 people came out and voted, so shout out to you guys, and about 175 comments. Absolutely insane. But you can see this for yourself. Out of these 4,400 votes alone, you are seeing 33% thinking Solana is going to be the biggest shocker, which it already is. Just a few months back, we're not talking about 2 years back, we're not talking about 3 years back, we're just talking about a few months back. Sol was at a $25 price point, within that range. And even now, looking back about 6 months ago, you're probably scratching your head like, wow, that opportunity was great. And it proved to be great. Like I said, not only just the native token itself, but its overall DeFi. Speaking about DeFi, it's climbing on a day-to-day basis. We're sitting at about 3.3 billion in terms of total value locked. Again, not a surprise if you do follow me on my channel. This is something I've been emphasizing for quite a bit. But let's continue, see what else is happening. So this right here is huge news that came out about 18 hours ago. I wasn't able to make an update at that point, but I did obviously save this so we can kind of discuss it in this update. So you can see this for yourself. Breaking: Solana digital asset investment products recorded 23.6 million in inflows last week. And if you're looking at Ethereum, experienced an outflow of 2.1 million. So again, why is Solana having so much interest? Again, if you understand the blockchain, just the blockchain side of things, the network usability, you see Ethereum just like back in ancient times when you're using Solana. And I caught on this very early on because, I haven't been just on Solana recently. I've been using Solana for quite some time, especially if you are a follower on my channel for quite some time. And, if you use Solana blockchain just once, you'll realize how corrupt and how messed up the chain for Ethereum really is. And once I got exposure to Solana blockchain, I just never looked back at Ethereum ever since. And I do believe that in the upcoming future ahead of us, maybe not this bull cycle because of course ETFs are involved, but I do have a feeling, I'm going to make a crazy prediction. I think there is a chance we will see Solana taking over Ethereum at one point. Might not happen this year, but in the future, I think the chances are definitely strong. But going further, you can see it says over 753,000 active wallets interacted with Solana ecosystem over the past 24 hours. Not a surprise if we're looking at its DeFi rising at a crazy rate. A lot of people are farming still. Airdrop narrative is not slowing down at all, and I don't think it's slowing down in the next 12 to 14 months. I think it's going to continue with this overall trend that we're seeing for the airdrop narrative. So moving forward, Jupiter, good old Jupiter exchange, total volume surpasses 100 billion. Are we surprised? Not me. Let me know if you are in the comments down below. But let's take a look at what's happening. So, if you're looking at, Bitcoin dominance has been picking up over the past few days, as you can see this for yourself. And of course, that is going to happen because, Bitcoin is literally sitting at the neckline of a new all-time high. And not only is it sitting at that level, we did see once again the daily candle for Monday closing above $72,000 for BTC. So, guess what this is telling me? This is telling me the steam is not over, and we could push up even higher as we go further, into this week, that we're currently in. So Bitcoin looking amazing, but we're here for our good old friend Sol, because Sol is above a target that I've been mentioning on my channel for quite some time. But before I kind of zoom into this chart, I want you guys to really take a look at how far we are from all-time highs. We're only 72.3% from an all-time high. Let that sink in. 72.3%, and we will see an all-time high being retested for the first time since November 7th of 2021, more than 2 years ago. And you guys can see this for yourself. We are back above that key resistance, which I was referring to you guys over the past few days, saying that is the main target that I'm aiming at. And this is the first time we have seen the price of Solana actually getting past that key resistance pretty much since January of 2022. So we're looking at about 2+ years again at these prices. And again, I think now, once we push into the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, it's just a matter of time before we see all-time highs. Can you believe it? And yeah, like I said, let's go back. Just on October, one Sol was at $27 per pop. Imagine how many people wish they could go back. And if you want to just bring out that measuring tool and kind of measure this move, a 458.36% move since then. And, that was the longest consolidation phase that I remember. Shout out to the people that were supporting me around that time. And I know who you are. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for sticking around. But look at this consolidation phase. If you want to really put this consolidation phase into, here, let me actually make this easier for you guys. Let's go there. So, where is it? Actually, what am I doing? Apologies, wrong chart here. So you're looking at 346 days of consolidation within this range. 346. So you could pretty much say 1 year of consolidation, especially below that key resistance at $27. And look at the times we got rejected. People that were accumulating despite seeing several rejections, despite seeing several sharp pullbacks. We're looking at significant pullbacks, 38% pullback here. We're seeing from, April 19th, we saw a pullback of about 47%. And of course, just July, just a about 7-8 months ago, we're looking at a 46% pullback, and there were people that were accumulating despite these sharp drops, because of course we were in a bear market, and the ones that did are the ones that are the real winners right now. So far so good. I'm really impressed with Solana. The fact that it's above this key resistance and was able to actually close this daily candle above here. And honestly, the next target now for Sol is at $157 price point, and once that is able to clear, off we go into the 38.2, and that's where the fireworks begin, and we start talking about all-time high. So crazy stuff. Shout out to my Solana community. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Do let me know down below what you guys personally think. What are your price targets for Solana in this bull market? Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.